Hello, Taurus. This is your bonus reading. We're going to be looking at what might be coming up for you during the Mercury Retrograde. We're going to look at the pre-shadow period, which is where we're at right now as I film this on September 23rd. We're going to look at the retrograde period itself, and then we're going to take a look at the post-shadow period. So that's once Mercury goes direct, but he's still traversing through the degrees he's already visited twice. So what I've been seeing is, so far with these readings, we've had a lot of duplicates come up in the rows. Not unexpectedly, because Mercury retrogrades tend to bring up things more than once, 3 times to be exact, sometimes depending on how it's landing for you. What else did I want to say about this? Now, Mercury is going through the sign of Libra at this time. So he's already in his shadow period. So this first row may be the one that resonates the most for you at this time. I do recommend you watch your rising sign, if nothing else, because I will be talking about it in regards to the rising sign. Your sun sign might also show up pretty strongly in its messages for you. You're certainly welcome to check your Venus and your moon signs as well, but I think your rising and sun signs are going to be the strongest for you as far as the messages go. Now, for you, Taurus, if you are a Taurus rising sign, this Mercury retrograde is taking place in your 6th house. So your daily routines, you could be seeing some things come up with your pets. It can also be your day-to-day work environment. So there'll be a lot coming up in that particular area of your life. So, and depending on your natal chart, it could also be impacting other houses just based on where your Venus sits, which is the ruler of Libra, and a lot of other things. We're not going to get that complicated. We're just going to look at rising sign Taurus messages that are coming through for this Mercury retrograde. Now, the sign of Libra is all about balance. It's all about relationships. It's the first sign in the zodiac that deals with the other. So other people, whether that be lovers, siblings, acquaintances, any kind of relationship that you have. So we'll see how that message comes through for you as it pertains to your 6th house. So we have the World, the Page of Wands, and Justice. So there's that Libra energy there. The Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands, and Temperance, the King of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. So you could very well be putting an end to something that's been quite the heavy burden for you. You can see she's carrying these wands and she's headed for this little town in the distance here, and she's almost there. So she's getting ready to drop this load, this heavy responsibility that's been kind of backbreaking. So we'll see how that comes into play when it comes to your reading. All right, so the pre-shadow period, which is this first row, you have the Shining Through card. So the pre-shadow is when Mercury is going through Libra. He's direct, and it's taking place from September 6th through the 27th. where he'll be going from 10 degrees to 25 degrees of Libra. And we have the shining through card. So what this talks about is how you have blossomed and you are letting your light shine with no apology. So it's kind of like an energy of coming out from behind any mask, you know, not being afraid to be completely your authentic self, and not hiding any aspect or making any part of yourself smaller in order to make other people more comfortable. So it's a really nice energy to start off with. We have the World, the Queen of Pentacles, and Temperance here. So I do feel like you are putting an end to a very large cycle with the World card here. And I think you're beginning to really recognize the resources that you have within you that you are able to bring to the table. So there's been like this interesting alchemical process where you have been looking at yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, you know, the whole picture. And you've been sort of alchemizing anything that is not to your liking, and kind of working with that so that when you come out the other side of this cycle, you are fully in acceptance of who you are and what you stand for. So it's really quite a nice start here. So let's see if we can get some more detail. We do have Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Sagittarius showing up so far in this first row. Alright, why do we have the World card? We have the Six of Wands and the Lovers. With the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, so that is you, Taurus. And the Knight of Pentacles. And with the Temperance card, wow, we have Justice, so Libra again, showing up twice now. And the Seven of Cups. So I think that you've come together more strongly with your higher self. I think that's part of this kind of alchemy process that you have been undergoing in the past. I do feel like you have completed a cycle victoriously here by kind of narrowing the gap between your day-to-day self and the part of you that calls for something more. And this cycle could very well have been about that alchemical tempering process where you've really looked at yourself and come out victorious and proud of who you are with this shining through card. Now, it does feel like perhaps you've been taking some grounded steps and committed yourself to your higher purpose. So that makes sense with regards to that story there, where there's like a soul calling that you are following, you are committing to, and you're having faith that you have the resources within you to make it happen. Whether it's just that innate knowledge that you came here with, plus anything you've learned in the world and of yourself in the process of, life, right? And I do feel like with Temperance, Justice, and the Seven of Cups here, there has been some clarity come in for you about yourself. and maybe ways in which you were judging yourself too harshly in the past. And I think that you have kind of incorporated and learned from some karmic lessons here when it comes to this overall cycle that's coming to a close. Now, we do have the Lover showing up here, and the Knight of Pentacles making an offer of commitment to you. So you could very well have a person coming in, Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn, a fixed sign, a Gemini showing up here that could be making an offer. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So you could very well have someone coming in, a soul connection that is making an offer of commitment to you. And it does feel like a divine timing, it's almost like a karmic payout to you. So we'll see what else comes up about that as it gets potentially revisited in the cards to come. So in the retrograde period, which starts on September 27th, goes all the way until October 18th, we have the endless possibilities. So you can see she's got this line of stars that's coming down into her head there, and she's kind of gazing at this like globe. It looks like maybe the Earth or the moon, and it's really just kind of being open to the possibilities of what could transpire, right? We do have the Page of Wands, Five of Wands, and the King of Cups. First off, I want to mention, I do feel like there's the potential for you to have some conflict when it comes to your own emotions about something here. Could be a person. But also a lot of inspiration. It's like the next leg of your journey could be about your emotional state when it comes to this strong commitment that you've made to yourself, and even the one that someone may be making towards you as well. So whether it's your life path or this love offer of strong commitment, there is marriage potential here, and we do have the Queen of Pentacles, which to me signifies a spouse. We also have Justice here, which is the law, right? So could actually be a marriage here that is being proposed to you. But with the King of Cups here, you see all these waves, kind of waves of emotion surrounding him, and he's just chilling. So there could be some deeper emotions kind of coming up for you that you weren't expecting, kind of throws you into a little bit of drama here during the retrograde. This is Scorpio energy with this King of Cups. Let's see what else we can get for this retrograde period. What do we have? The Page of Wands. We have the King of Wands, so fire energy there, specifically Sagittarius, and the Ace of Pentacles. So clearly someone is making you an offer, a passionate one. It does look to be a solid offer. This could very well be this person that's offering commitment with that Knight of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. What's that about? We have the Queen of Pentacles. Again. And the Two of Pentacles. So you could be trying to decide if this is something you even have time for. You might be working quite hard at this time, and this may feel like it's trying to distract you from your life path or whatever work or commitment you have committed yourself to. And so this could feel like you don't have enough time for this. You don't have the resources for this. You're trying to decide, you know, is this a distraction? How do I even feel about this? What do we have? The King of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. You very well may decide that your intuition is telling you to walk away from this and keep chasing your full abundance here. Now, you could also have, we have two kings here, so it could very well be two people now joining the ranks when it comes to trying to get your attention. With that Five of Wands, that can often signify not only conflict, but competition. You can see on this card, they're all battling with sticks. So they're like training, they're learning how to fight. And so you may have a decision here to make with regards to two potential love interests. Now let's see what we have here in the post-shadow period. So this is from October 18th through to November 2nd. So Mercury has now stationed direct and is moving forward again in the sky. From our perspective, he never actually goes backwards. It just looks that way. So now he's moving forward and he's going back through those same degrees. And as of November 2nd, he will pass where he was during the retrograde period, and we're clear of the retrograde itself. So we have the Body and Soul card. So it's really about, again, personal authenticity, standing strongly in yourself, similar to that Shining Through card. You could also find that you are spending some more time focused on your daily routine. So 6th house Libra, you may be focusing on your own health routines, diet, you know, just really trying to get your body into shape and into a healthy place. That is very 6th house energy. We have Justice, the Three of Wands, and the Three of Swords. So I do feel like you're kind of trying to weigh the scales. You're trying to hedge your bet here, trying to decide what you want moving forward into the future. And we do have the Three of Swords here, so it could be that you are attempting to avoid personal injury, not like physically, but to your heart, and honor yourself here. So let's see what's going on with this. What do we have? Justice. We have the Queen of Wands. So we now have a King and Queen of Wands in the same row as the Lovers. And the Page of Cups. With the Three of Wands, we have the High Priestess, so some Pisces energy coming through. And the Knight of Swords. With the Three of Swords, we're getting the Ace of Wands. With the Four of Swords. So I think there is definitely an offer here in the form of an Ace of Wands that you're probably not going to accept. I do feel like there's another offer here in the form of the Ace of Pentacles that you're considering here, but I think you're kind of weighing up both options. And I think what you're really pondering here is what's going to be most honoring to you and your intuition, like we talked about with that King of Cups, when it comes to the future. So I think it's coming out in a really strong place for you, Taurus, because I think whatever choice you make here is it's going to be about whether or not it challenges or works with your future plans here. And it could be actually like you weigh it up and you make a quick choice here with the Knight of Swords. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. We have these two kings showing up. And so, yeah, I do feel like you've got at least two different offers coming into you from two separate people. Now, I do feel like there's a good chance you'll accept this offer from this King of Wands here, because you're sitting in this energy of the Queen of Wands. And those are divine counterparts. So someone here in this kind of more challenging row here, which happens to be during the retrograde, it does kind of feel like they're maybe fighting over you a little bit. But I think you're definitely weighing your options throughout the entire retrograde 2-month chunk of time here and trying to really see what fits with you, with the new you that is now shining through, with the new you that you're honoring. And I think what this endless possibilities card talks about is that you do have options here. We've got the Seven of Cups, maybe more than two even. So interesting. Now, something to keep in mind here, with it being your day-to-day life perhaps being disrupted by one of these kings, they may not just be love offers, they could be job offers as well. Especially with that Ace of Pentacles, that could be a job offer that you've been waiting for, but you're having to decide, does this fit in with my authenticity of who I am now, or is this going to kind of pull me off path? So pay attention to that, because I do think that both offers may feel tempting to you, and you're really trying to stay committed to yourself and to this path that you've chosen. So keep that in mind as well. I hope you found that helpful, Taurus. I do recommend you come back and watch this at a later date, because this is such a large 2-month chunk of time. It may be helpful to come watch this, during the post-shadow period, before you make a decision, to just kind of help guide you, as that's what these readings are for. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.